CC Summers. Welcome back to Bad Date Roulette. Game where we're gonna spin the chamber, pull the trigger, and see which one of these horrible little goblins are shot at me next. I've been told that the worst is over, it should all be smooth sailing from here. But considering that the rocky sailing was getting both of our legs cut off and left in a dumpster for a week to starve, I'm not feeling too optimistic about the rest of the game. Especially considering we have some eldritch being to contend with. My suspicion is growing more and more that it is this lady. I don't like the way she's looking at me. And I wonder how many times we're gonna end up feeding her with ourselves. I've never been so happy to be back in a place where I'm facing an eviction notice, because at least the landlady won't take my legs as repayment, as far as I know. Okay, so we told her we were looking for a job, and then we ended up finding Vincent, which wasn't great. So I guess we can tell her I have the money, even though we don't, and I don't know how we're gonna get ourselves out of that one, because she's gonna be like, great, gimme. And I'm gonna be like, no. I have the money. Can I bring it to you this evening? Oh, you have it. Wonderful. I didn't think you'd be able to pay, so this is great news. You were just about to be evicted. It would have been a shame to see you go because of some money troubles. I'll be waiting for you to drop by later. The landlady leaves. I'm in trouble now. I told her to lie to send her away, but I'll be evicted if I don't bring her money for rent. Where would I go? I can't live on the street. How am I supposed to come up with that much money in only a few hours? I'd need a miracle. Or to commit a crime. Let's go rob some fucking banks. Lying about the money was such a bad idea. I'll have to pay her today. Shit. It's really come to this. I'll find some place and steal some money. Just enough for rent, that's all. Aimless, I wander the city without any idea of how to proceed. There's a bank a few streets over, but I'm too scared to try anything there. I'll wind up in jail instead of getting rent money. While mulling this over, I pass by what appears to be a boutique. The shop windows are large. Various mannequins display a few outfits. The windows have rubato painted in cursive. A clothing shop, huh? It looks fancy. From what I can see outside, there isn't anyone inside. It should be easy. No one has to get hurt. I'm sure the owner can spare a little cash. I must be crazy. I don't want to do anything rash, but whichever way I look at it, I don't think I have a choice. Desperate times call for desperate measures. As I open the door, a bell chimes. The interior is orderly and very clean. There's nobody in sight. Wow, all the garments look so nice. I've never seen such designs like these anywhere else. Are they handmade? I hear a woman's voice call from the back room. I'll be right there. Please take a look around. She doesn't sound very intimidating. If she's the only one here, then I shouldn't have any problems. I didn't think anyone was here, but it's too late to back out. I'm going for it. Maybe this won't be so hard. Just grab it and get the hell out of here. I glance around the shop once more. In one of the corners, an undrawn curtain reveals the fitting room. On various tables are folded clothing. Other items are neatly hung on the racks. A vase of red and yellow tulips sit on the counter, right next to the cash register. I guess she's in the back room. I'll take a peek before I try anything. If she's scary, I'll leave quietly. Act like nothing happened. She's scary. Don't do it. I walk towards the cash register, peering into the back room as I pass. There's a small, dark-haired woman hunched over a large piece of fabric. She's focused on her work. Even if she hears me, there should be enough time to run. She looks small and weak. I can take her if it comes down to it. I feel bad about stealing from someone so cute. I have a feeling that she can definitely hold her own. No time to feel bad about this. If I don't get my rent money turned in, I'll be in big trouble. I return to the counter with the cash register. Okay, how do I get this thing open? I don't want to make too much noise, but if I have to force it, that might be inevitable. I try to pry open the register with my hands, but it won't budge. Glancing behind me once more before proceeding, I start fiddling with the buttons. One of the buttons opens the register's drawer, but it is accompanied by a loud ding. I hope she didn't hear that. My hope is for naught. I hear rustling in the back room, signaling my time to exit. I jam my hand inside the drawer and grab a handful of bills. I turn around and nearly collide with the black-haired woman.
What?
What the fuck do you think you're doing? Not stealing from you. Please let me keep my face. I run for the door as fast as I can, my heart pounding against my ribs. Ah! I don't make it very far before the woman's fist meets my face, sending me stumbling. I drop some of the money and it flutters to the floor. Just where the hell do you think you're going, filthy thief? The rest of the money falls from my hands as I stare at her in shame. What was I thinking? What am I doing? Please, I'm sorry. This is it. I'm going to prison. This was so stupid. I can't deal with this, not right now. My hands begin to shake with fatigue, hunger, and fear. My pulse is thundering in my ears. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I'm poor, and I was going to be evicted. That's not a proper reason to... Before she can reprimand me, I start sobbing. Humiliating, disgusting. But I can't stop. All this is my fault. I should have taken care of myself. I never should have resorted to something as low as robbery. Please, I'm so sorry. I have no friends I could stay with. Nothing. My family is gone. I'd live in the street. My words gush forward like a flood, and I can't put a stop to it. The more I talk, the less sense I make. No money. What can I do? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Don't call the police. I can't go to jail.
Ay, Dios mío.
Por Dios, please stop crying.
Yeah.
What's your name? Cece. Cece, I'm Allegra Campana, the owner of this shop. There's a brief silence. Allegra's expression is impassive. I don't know what she's thinking about, but I should run. Got to get away, even if she punches me again.
Ay.
You have money problems? That's obvious enough since you resorted to thievery. I'll just slip away, wait for an opening. Any moment now. I shift my feet towards the door.
Yeah.
I can't believe... Fine, I'll help you, as long as you stop doing dumb shit like this. Huh? What did you think would happen if you got caught? How fucking stupid are you? I don't know. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Obviously. What kind of dumbass robs a shop in the middle of the day? I didn't know what to do. There's nowhere for me to go if I lose my apartment. There's gotta be somewhere you could go. I know of a nice little box colony that would probably put me up for a little bit. No friends or family to take you in. I'm all by myself. I don't have any friends in the city and my family's gone. Gone? Did your stupidity drive them out? She's gonna feel like shit when I tell her they're dead. It drove them into a 14-wheeler. They're dead. Allegra pauses at this admission and scratches the back of her head.
Ay.
Shit. All right. Okay, fine. Are you good with numbers? I'm okay, I guess.
What do you want?
I'm trying to help you, and you're selling yourself short. Maybe you really are a dumbass. You need a job, right? You're supposed to be desperate. Yes, of course, I am. I need a job.
Yes.
Fine, you'll work for me. Pay me back for wasting my time today. As long as you're working here, try to behave yourself. Theft isn't acceptable. Got it? Yes, I'll do everything you ask of me, I promise. I'm not sure what I was expecting. The police coming to arrest me or a few more slaps from this woman, but not this. My eyes well up with tears, which I quickly wipe away. Sorry. Is this real? Is she actually offering me a job? I feel like she's not one to like groveling. So I'll just say thanks. Thanks so much for doing that. Thank you.
Ojalá.
You're welcome, I suppose.
Something wrong?
I'm curious, do you have any respect for people's work? How could you just come in here and steal from me? Did you think it wouldn't hurt me? The shop looked nice, so I thought you might have some spare cash. I didn't mean to hurt you, I just wanted money for rent. I didn't bring a weapon, I was going to run with the money and not bother you again. Stealing from me is still bothering me. She falls silent for a moment and then sighs.
No.
It's done. Work hard and I'll consider it an apology. Thank you so much. I thought you were going to turn me into the police. What I did was terrible. It was, and I should have turned you in, but I won't. I don't know much about you, but you had the decency to apologize to me, and you didn't do this without reason. Even if it's the stupidest logic I've ever heard. She's right. In my haste, I made a rash decision, and there's always consequences to hasty decisions.
Oy.
Anyway, I guess I feel bad for you. It's hard living on your own.
Yeah.
Assuming you're telling the truth about the situation, that is. I am. I promise I am. I'll do my best, I swear. I'll repay your kindness. Thank you. She looks like she's around my age, but I don't know what name I should use for her. Should I be safe and play it formal? I feel like the polite thing to do would be to be formal with her, but I have a suspicion she's not going to appreciate it. She's going to be like, don't call me that. That's weird. So I guess we'll see. Miss Campana. Thank you.
No.
It's just Allegra. Call me by my name. See? And about today. Don't do it again, okay? I don't have patience for dumb shit. I'll call the police next time, understand?
Yes.
You start tomorrow at 8. Don't be late. Yes. As I leave the store, a weight lifts from my chest. I don't know what I did to deserve this chance encounter, but I'm not going to pass it up. It's only when I'm halfway home that I realize I have to pay my rent, and I still don't have any money. Oh, shit. I'm sure the landlady will give me a small extension. Just one more day. The following morning, I take care to meet Allegra at the designated time. There's no way I'm going to pass up this opportunity. When I enter the shop, she's on the phone. I saw enough of her temper yesterday to know I shouldn't interrupt.
Oy.
I don't have anything for you yet.
Yeah.
I know that. I'm not being rude. It's because you're hassling me when I told you I didn't have anything. Her eyes rise to meet mine and she holds up a finger, signaling for me to wait a moment more.
Yeah.
Fine. I have to go now. Yeah, see you later. She hangs up the phone. Is she talking about faceless dead bodies? Sorry about that. Let's get started.
Good job.
You're on time, so that's good. Yay! That would not have happened in real life. I am chronically late. I almost expected you to stand me up. No, I meant what I said yesterday. I can't keep going without a job. I didn't report you to the police. You could have run away. You would have been smarter to do that. What if I had decided to trick you and do something terrible? I need your help. I'm desperate, even if you turned out to be some sort of horrible person. Within reason, though. Within reason. Like a place to live is great until you're chained inside of it and not allowed to leave. That's pretty obvious. Either way, you're better off here than trying to make it on your own. And we don't want the streets full of hardened criminals like you, so fearsome that they cry when someone catches them in the act. Even if she's only joking, it makes me feel worse about the previous day. Fear and desperation leads people down terrifying paths.
Yes.
I made you come here a few hours before the shop opens so I can show you around. What do you want me to do? I need a cashier. That's why I asked you yesterday if you're decent with numbers. I also need help tracking stock and watching the store. You know, in case any thieves come by. I bite my lip and avert my gaze to the floor. I try to fight back the embarrassment rising in my cheeks, but it's no use. I'll just ignore that. Anyway. Doesn't sound like what she's asking is too hard. Making the clothes is difficult, of course, but I'm not sewing anything. I suppose I'll be working out here while Allegra's in the back room. Yeah, what she's doing is none of my business, considering I'm doing this because I tried to steal from her. So it would be fair she just sat around and doing nothing. While I, repay my debt of trying to steal from her. I'll work super hard. It's gonna be great. Not a problem. I promise to work hard. Good. I'll hold you to that promise.
Yes.
Okay, come on over here. I'll show you how the register works.
Oy.
Though, as I recall, you already know how to open it. That was the easy part.
Something wrong?
Isn't that right? I said I was sorry. I was just forcing it at the time. I don't know how to open it properly. Right. You do it like this. Allegra pushes a few buttons on the register as I watch, and it opens with a ding. Most of the clothing has a label with a scannable code. For the rest, here's a list on the counter. Enter the codes manually to display the price. Do the same thing if the code won't scan. Everything has an assigned code so that you can complete a transaction even if the scanner is broken. Yes, ma'am. Allegra's eyes flash with anger.
Yeah.
Don't call me ma'am. I hate that shit. You know what my name is, so use it. Yes, Allegra. I didn't expect her to lash out at such a small remark. Yikes.
Yeah.
Better. She turns away and closes the register, slamming it shut. I flinch at the movement. Allegra, noticing my discomfort, clears her face. If a customer asks to try on something, show him to the fitting room. It's in that corner. Take note of the amount of clothing they take inside and bring out. We don't want any theft.
Oy.
Any more theft, that is. She's really hammering that in, isn't she? I guess I'd be angry too if someone tried to steal from me. I deserve all the reprimands anyway. I'm lucky I wasn't arrested. Okay, I'll keep a careful watch. If a customer has finished trying on clothing, have them put the ill-fitting items on the rack near the fitting room. If they want to get something tailored, label it with the red stickers. Got it.
Good job.
Be sure you get their contact information. I'll have to schedule an appointment for measurements. And if they don't want to buy anything, clear up the racks as much as you can before another customer comes in. Try to keep the fitting room clear. If there are a lot of people in the store, I understand, but try. Oh, our first assignment. Okay. Let's tidy up. Let's tidy up the place. I should make sure the shop looks tidy, right? Exactly. No one wants to shop in a pigsty. Fold items on the tables and organize the clothes by color. Replenish the racks from time to time so they aren't empty. It's giving me hard flashbacks to my retail days. Is this a worse punishment than going with Mateo? Because I fucking hated working retail. If you need anything, I'll be in the back working on new designs. Do you make everything in here? Do you sew everything by hand? I use a sewing machine, but I make everything myself. They're all my designs. It's all very beautiful. You're talented. Made her blush. Maybe we can keep our face. Oh, thank you. I do what I can. Anyway, we need to get back to work.
Yes.
You can grab some coffee in the back room while I finish a few things. When the store opens, you'll help the first customers. Already? That was a quick training session. I suppose I'll jump right in then. As I expected, my duties aren't so difficult that I'll have problems following Allegra's instructions. I just need to stay aware of what's happening in the store and keep everything looking neat. It isn't long before my first customer enters the store.
No.
Well, hello, Ira. Smile, Cece. We want customers to feel welcome, says Allegra, who's probably looking at her like, don't worry, though. I'll always smile when Ira comes in. Ah, good morning. Please let me know if I can be of assistance. Sure. I'm just browsing, so don't trouble yourself.
Good job.
Good job, Cece. Keep it up. Allegra steps back to leave me with the woman. I'll listen from the back room. Don't forget what I told you this morning. Don't steal your shit, I know. Got it. I can handle this. The customer waves off my help and begins to peruse the racks. She selects a few pieces and walks up to the counter.
Excuse me.
Where's the dressing room? I want to try these on. Find some stuff you like? It's right over there. I show her to the privacy curtain and make sure that my face looks friendly, like Allegra asked. The woman is holding several pieces, all in different colors. I don't mean to judge, but I didn't expect her to be interested in the pieces here. Agreed. Why is she shopping here? Reconnaissance? Are you being a spy right now? From the way she's dressed, she looks like she prefers her clothes to be functional rather than fashionable. How many did you pick out? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Go on inside. I'll be at the register if you need any help. After several minutes, the woman leaves the dressing room with 2 of the 4 articles of clothing. She places one on the counter and then glances at the piece in her hands. It's a vibrant orange skirt, a a statement color. The piece on the counter is a soft periwinkle spring dress.
What do you think?
I'm not sure about this one. I think it's pretty, but I don't think it suits me at all. Well, I mean, I need to see it. Like, what would you pair it with? What are you wearing for it? Are you gonna go murder somebody in it? What's wrong with it? What don't you like about the blouse?
I'm sorry.
Blouse? I thought it was a skirt.
What do you...
It is a skirt. I don't wear orange clothing. It draws too much attention. Maybe we can try looking for it in a different color. I don't see any other colors on the racks. Oh, I see. That must be the only color available. I'm sorry about that. I see. Well, can't we just say, hey, let me ask Allegra if she can make this in another color? What color do you want? She fucking made it. It wouldn't hurt to see if she has any more fabrics. Right? I'll take the dress. My paycheck this month may be stretched as it is. Of course, of course. I ring up her total, she pays, and exits the store with her new purchase. As soon as the door shuts behind her, Allegra emerges from the back room. Not bad. You were friendly and helpful, so that's good. You didn't hover over the customer either. That's important. On the other hand, you need to work on your entrepreneurial skills. Oh, did I do something wrong? What should I fix?
Yeah.
I would have approached her differently about that skirt. This is a store, and we need to make a profit. You should have flattered her or persuaded her to get the piece, especially since she was hesitant. A little push might have secured the sale. In the future, try to comfort people and encourage them, or just see if they have it in a different color. This is a store where she makes everything by hand. Granted, I'm not very good at doing that either. Usually it comes across as impatience. I understand where you're coming from, but it seems dishonest, don't you think?
No.
Not really. She seemed to like the piece. Sometimes people just want encouragement, validation, that kind of thing. You're working a sales job, so you have to get good at making people happy. Anyway, overall, you did a good job, so keep it up. If this continues, then you can work by yourself tomorrow. She's gonna trust me that fast with this? Like, damn, I was just stealing from you yesterday. That's how I got this job. I spend the remainder of the day much of the same way, greeting customers, keeping friendly, and checking them out. By the end of the day, my face muscles ache from smiling. How do people do a job like this every day? No wonder cashiers get so grumpy sometimes.
Good job.
You did pretty well today. I have to admit, it was a little fun. I'm tired, but it'll pass. Good to hear. If you hated it, then I would tell you not to bother coming back. My first day went well, but I think I got in the way a few times. I suppose Allegra isn't used to anyone else in the shop.
Yes.
Let's clean up for the day. I'll see you at opening time tomorrow, 9 o'clock, okay? Yes, see you tomorrow. If this is going to be my daily work, it isn't so bad. My feet are a little sore from standing all day, but it's a small price to pay. I can't believe I'm thinking that. Not long ago, I would have been complaining at the effort. I'm proud of myself, albeit reluctantly. I'm changing. A small change, but a good one. The following morning, I wake up to a knock on my door. I jump up and answer. Hi, don't evict me, I have a job now. No doubt it's my landlady. I shouldn't run away from my problems, no matter how tired I feel. I have every intention of being polite, but I open the door to the landlady and she doesn't look very pleased with me. Not her again. Great, everything I need. Oh, you're here after all. You never drop by about your rent money. She's straight to the point and much ruder than I've ever experienced. You know, I've waited long enough. Do you have the money or not? I do. I have a job now, really. Oh, good. She looks surprised. Hopefully, it is a pleasant one. I know that I've overstayed my welcome and that her generosity isn't limitless. I promise to pay you, I know. I can get the money to you tonight. The landlady sighs. I know that I'm pushing her patience. That's what you told me last time, remember? I know. I'm sorry. If you don't bring it by tonight, I'll evict you. That's my final word. I know. I got it. I'll bring it tonight. She leaves, spinning on her heel and almost stomping down the hallway. I'll have to ask Allegra for an advance. Otherwise, I'll be out on the street. I was hoping I could wait until my first paycheck. Looks like that's not happening. I guess I'll have to lean on Allegra's generosity now. I worked tirelessly, trying to make a good impression before I talked to Allegra about my rent predicament. Flatter or persuade her, that's what she said about the customer. Hypothetically, it should work on her too. But as the day progresses, nothing seems to happen in my favor. It's like the world is enjoying watching me suffer. On my first day, I was sure this job would be a breeze, but despite my effort, nothing has gone right today. The rent money is on my mind. I can't focus on what I'm supposed to be doing. I hardly deserve an advance now. I managed to spill coffee on one of the new designs, knock over some of Allegra's sewing equipment. I even undercharged a customer. It feels as if each mistake is more reason for Allegra to question my employment. I messed up again. While I was folding clothes, a customer came in the store and left. I ignored them. I was so busy trying to think of how to approach the subject with my rent, and now Allegra is angry. Allegra lets out a deep sigh, her eyebrows knit together in frustration.
Something wrong?
Cece. Yes, Allegra? You've been fucking up left and right. What's with you today? I'm very sorry. I mean to assuage her, but Allegra only looks angrier. It seems like I've said the wrong thing. An apology isn't going to make all your mistakes go away. Don't you get it? Fucking up is wasting time. You could have helped more customers or cleaned up the shop. Instead, I keep finding you twiddling your thumbs at the register. And you keep dropping things. You managed to smash one of my favorite coffee cups and destroyed my latest design. It's like your hands are smeared in shit. What's wrong with you? I mean, I feel like you would be having a pretty bad day too if your hands were smeared with shit. Do you have any fucking idea what you're even doing? Are you trying at all? Probably best to not get snippy with her, because she has a point. I'm sorry. No, I didn't mean... I bite my lip and try to blink away the tears. And again, with the apologizing. Seriously, knock that off. It's getting annoying. I'm so...
What?
No, shut up. You have no idea what you're doing, you fucking idiot. Can't fight back the tears brought by Allegra's scolding. Perhaps she sees this because her expression clears. Shit. I shouldn't be so hard on you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to lash out. It's just one day. You haven't been like this before. I lost my temper. I've been doing this for years. First with my parents and now by myself. You just started.
I'm sorry.
I should remember that. My eyes are fixed to the floor, still ashamed. My voice is minuscule. It's okay. No, it's not. Don't you be okay with it, bitch. No, it's my fault. I should have paid more attention.
It's all my fault.
Fuck. Fuck. I'm such a terrible, disgusting... I don't know where she's getting that. If anything, I'm upset with myself for incompetency.
I'm sorry.
Forget it. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have yelled. I should have been paying more attention. Allegra's face is scary when she's angry, but this expression is totally different. She's soft and vulnerable. Ugh, what am I saying? She'll definitely kick my ass. I'll be more careful in the future. Okay, in turn, I'll watch myself more closely.
Something wrong?
By the way, is something wrong? You look preoccupied today. Well, let's tell her about the fucking rent, because I feel like if we're honest with her, then she's gonna be like, oh, that fucking explains it. Here, that's the whole reason you came to steal from me in the first place, so here's some money, I guess. I bite my lip. Now is as good a time as any. My landlady showed up this morning. She's going to evict me if I don't pay rent. I've been thinking about it all day. Would it be okay if I got an advance? I know that I probably don't deserve it after today, but...
Yeah.
I get it. It's fine. Allegra sighs, resigned. She isn't annoyed, only exasperated, as if I've worn her out. You know, stuff like this, you should tell me about it.
I'm sorry.
I said I would help you, didn't I? That means you have to tell me about stuff like this. See, like I feel like if we had just walked in and told her, hey, by the way, remember why I was stealing from you? That's still a problem. It's still a thing for me.
Oy.
I can't help you if you keep your problems to yourself. You're right, I didn't want to bother you about it. You're not bothering me. I don't mind talking to you about stuff. It's better than being alone, right? That's true. I'll try to keep you more in the loop then. All right, let's clean up and begin tomorrow, okay? Yeah. Allegra walks away, her shoulders slack. Even though she was so angry, I can see that she feels bad about losing her temper. She apologized a bunch of times. I don't think she really meant anything she said. Still, though, a little harsh. I return to the front of the shop and begin to sweep up. Tomorrow is a new day. I'll keep working hard and do my best. Nearly a week later, I've settled into a routine. Allegra no longer has to correct my mistakes, and I feel confident operating the shop independently. I'm getting quite used to my work. It's a comfortable routine. I hum quietly as I survey the shop, checking for anything out of place and restacking folded blouses. Allegra handed me a batch of new skirts to display, so I spend the morning reorganizing racks with the new pieces front and center. Even if Allegra has a temper, I'm not complaining about my work. Everyone has some little quirk. Her little quirk is calling me a fucking idiot. Her generosity more than makes up for it. I was able to pay the landlady, so I have one less thing to worry about. A large thing that I no longer have to worry about. As I make my way across the store, I stop at the fitting room to clear away the clothing hooks inside. The rack in here is getting pretty full. Don't want Allegra to think I'm slacking off. Compared to the morning, the afternoon has been quiet. I return the clothes to the appropriate racks. Allegra comes into the shop from the back room. Does anything need restocking? I put out the skirts like you wanted.
Thanks.
No, it's all right. Thanks for asking. Everything looks good. You've been proactive in taking care of the shop. There's been more customers coming in, too. Despite our rocky start, we've really been a good team these past few days. Don't you think so? I know how hard you're working, Cece. You've done well, all things considered. Aw, thanks. When does the murdering start? I could probably do better, but thanks. Allegra bites her lip and lingers at the door to the back room. Her nails pick at the molding while she waits for something. What's up, Buttercup? You okay, Allegra? You can talk to me if you want. If there's something you want to say, don't be shy.
I'm okay.
I know, it's not really anything important. After a moment of painful silence, she clears her throat. I mean, how do you jump into the fact that you serve an eldritch being faceless bodies on the regs? Like, how do you start that conversation? Like, oh, by the way. Okay, I'll ask. Cece, do you have any interest in fashion and sewing? No? But I can pretend to. Absolutely. Yes, love it so much. Yeah, I think it's an interesting job. I don't know much about it, but it seems fun. Allegra's mouth tugs up into a smile. I was hoping you'd be interested. I'm glad I was right about that. Is that why you, tried to rob me? No, I just picked the place randomly. I thought that the place looked pretty from the street, but I didn't come here because I like fashion. Working here will give a lot of opportunities to learn. If you want to learn about that stuff, that is. Yeah, you're right. If you keep up the good work, I can teach you how to design and sew. Really?
Yes.
You might get really good at it. Maybe you can help me in the shop? It would be really useful. Sometimes I have a lot of work to finish, and it would be helpful to have a second set of hands. If you want to teach me, I'll try to learn. I wouldn't want to make you or the shop look bad. You don't. You don't make it look bad. If things go well, never mind. She looks embarrassed. Is she trying to say something really difficult? I don't know why teaching me would be a sensitive subject. Maybe because she's not only trying to teach me how to sew. Like, I feel like this is step one in indoctrinating me into the cult. Like, the love bombing, the breaking down my self-esteem. I'm completely reliant on her because that's the only way I'm getting money so I can keep living where I'm living. Cult behavior. If things go well... I attempt to lead her back to the conversation, thinking that supplying a phrase would be enough to encourage her. We can share our designs or something? Work on something together? Collaborate? Sure, we can do that. I think my designs might ruin your work, though. We can make it work. Even though I've been designing and sewing for so long, sometimes my ideas feel a bit stale. I'd like to be able to bounce ideas off of you. It might be nice to sew your designs and sell them. Whoa, this is moving a bit quickly. I've only been here a week. I don't think I'm cut out to be a designer. Slow down. I'll need to study beforehand. I don't know much of anything about designing. Oh, right. I didn't mean to get overexcited. I just thought it would be nice to work with you more. Cult shit. Cult shit. Can't trick me. I know what's going on here. You're out here all day and I stay in the back room. Maybe we should spend time together. Doing cult shit? Is she lonely back there? If she wanted me to come and talk with her, all she has to do is say so. We can work together if you want. Just let me know when you want to hold class. Class? That sounds a bit...
I'm sorry.
I don't know if I would be any good at teaching. I have a bad temper, as you know. I want to try working with you more, but sometimes all my thoughts come out so harsh. Nah, you'll be fine. It's okay. I don't want to pry into your life, and I feel like you're going to get... Because I feel like she'd get mad at me. I feel like it's a sensitive subject, and she doesn't handle those well. You're going to be great. It'll be fine. I think you'll be a good teacher. I promise to be a model student. I'll do my homework and everything. I don't know about that. The only comparison I have is Mama, and she wasn't ever happy with my work. What about your dad? He didn't pay much attention to what we did in the back room. He kept up with the bills. Oh, I'm sorry. Was your mother difficult to work with? A little. It's not a big deal. Okay. Give the lesson some thought. Maybe you'll come up with a good idea. I smile, trying to reassure her, and Allegra's expression softens.
Thanks.
I'll think on it a bit more. Maybe I can think of at least one decent lesson. Suddenly, her phone vibrates. She glances down at the number and back at me. In an instant, her friendly expression is gone.
Oy.
Fucking hell, not again. I need to answer this. You can go on home, Cece. Will do. Is it really okay? It's not closing time. I have something to take care of, and it's better if we close early. You better go now before we become the faceless offering for the cult. All right. I don't offer any more protests, figuring that it isn't any of my business. See you tomorrow. I pause mid-sentence as Allegra returns to the back room and slams the door behind her. I wonder what made her so angry yesterday. Someone harassing her on the phone? She didn't bother to say goodbye, just shooed me out of the store. It must have been something important. The store is silent as I enter. I guess she's in the back room. I'll say a quick hello, then set up for opening. Allegra sits at her work table, hunched over and fuming. She grumbles as a bit of thread refuses to pass through the eye of a needle. Fuck! Piece of shit! She jams the needle back into a cushion and growls with irritation. There are rolls of fabric lying around the room, far more than usual. Normally, everything is kept tidy, so this is a bit disorienting. I want to talk to her, but she seems like she's in a foul mood. It might be a bad idea. Clearly, something has happened for all these bolts to be sitting around. There's no way she would stand for this room to get messy. Allegra, is everything all right? She looks up from what she's doing, her face molded into a mask of indifference.
What do you want?
Why are you asking? You seem mad, and you've been fumbling with that needle and thread for the past 5 minutes. Also, what's with all the fabric? Allegra sighs. She puts what she was doing down on her table and stands up.
Yeah.
Cece, follow me. Is it time? Is it body time? I think it's body time. Okay. Allegra takes me to the corner of the back room with a writing desk. She picks up what appears to be a list and gestures for me to read it. Upon closer inspection, it appears to be some sort of order form. There are check marks and random numbers scribbled over a table. Allegra, what? Cece, be quiet. Let me explain. As you can see, this is an order form. I have to fill out one of these when I'm running low on fabric, lace, and things like that. I noticed I was running out of some of the material, so I ordered more, but apparently some idiot misread the form.
Oy.
So instead of 5 rolls of fabric,
Oh, honey.
I got 50. Oh no. What? I can hardly bite back a laugh. It's so absurd that I can't believe what she's saying.
Yeah.
Exactly. Somehow, some shit-brained imbecile misread 5 as 50, and now we're drowning in fabric we don't need. I had to shove most of the surplus in my apartment because it wouldn't fit in the shop. That's really quite an oversight. Shouldn't they have called about an order this large?
No.
Apparently not. What kind of idiot thinks a tiny shop like this needs 50 bolts of one fabric? I ended up yelling at the delivery person, even though he was just doing his job. I shouldn't have. I know I shouldn't have, but I saw all this fabric and it was just ridiculous. You weren't there, so you don't know how bad it got. I yelled things like,
¿Qué?
"What the ever-loving fuck is this shit? I didn't order half a fabric factory, asshole." Poor guy's just like, "Up until this moment, I didn't even know you were ordering fucking fabric." Just go where the thing tells me to go, man. Then he started yelling back, stuff like, "Fucking bitch, shut the fuck up." Then I got really mad and said, "Que te folle un pez."
Que te folle un pez. Let a fish fuck you.
I won't repeat what he called me after that. He might not have known Spanish, because if somebody told me to let a fish fuck me, I don't know if I would still be angry after that. Was it really bad?
Yeah.
Gee, I don't know. Let's think about the kind of words we won't repeat around polite company and rate how bad they are. So, really bad. Allegra's breath is heavy, as if she's trying to push down her temper, rising with the memory. Even though he had nothing to do with the error, I lost my temper.
It's all my fault.
I'm no better than those assholes who... She cuts herself off before she has the chance to voice anything of substance. Never mind. Her voice falters as if she doesn't want to say anymore. What are you talking about? Allegra, what are you talking about?
I'm okay.
It happened a long time ago. It's not a big deal. It's bothering you this much, so I think it's something we should talk about.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm just stressed. I have so much going on, and then this shit happens.
Ay, Dios.
I'm not any good at working through things. I just let them stew like a dumbass. If you have too much going on, then maybe you should figure out which things are most important and do those first. Oh, what great advice. Oh, wow. You won't feel so stressed if you check off a to-do list, right? I'll help you write it. What stuff do you need to finish for work?
No.
It's nothing like that. It's bullshit going on in other parts of my life. It's cult shit you wouldn't understand. Does it have anything to do with that phone call yesterday?
What?
What the fuck? Did you listen in on that? I told you to go home. My body tenses with this change. I don't know what the phone call was about, but evidently it's enough to make Allegra defensive. Shit, I've gone and upset her again. I was trying so hard to be amiable. I went home. I just guessed about it. I'm sorry. I raise my hands up, putting a barrier between us. Allegra stops when I do this, possibly horrified with herself.
I'm sorry.
I freeze for a moment, assessing her reaction. Her anger is gone as quickly as it flared up. What should I do? Comfort her? I lower my arms, watching as her face burns with shame. Rather than further back away, I reach out for her. Allegra, it's all right. I'm okay, see? You're under a lot of stress, so it's natural that you're upset. My chest aches to see her distress. She must be shouldering a lot to bring such a drastic change. I don't think it's appropriate, but maybe I should... Without waiting for her permission, I wrap my arms around her shoulders and squeeze. I think you probably should ask for permission for somebody like this. Like, she's very caged and closed off. And I feel like she's gonna just throw us over her shoulder.
What do you mean?
Why are you hugging me? Because you needed it. No, I don't. I'm not worth the effort. Oh, shut up. We're both like this. Oh my god. How could you say something like that? It's true. I'm such a fuck up, always taking out my anger on other people. It's okay that you get angry. It's okay that you yelled. It doesn't mean you're a fuck up. Okay, no. It's okay that you got angry. Okay? Your feelings are valid. Your emotions are valid. You can't help how you feel. It is not okay that you yelled at the delivery man and told him to get fucked by a fish. That may have been a little bit of an overreaction. You gave a job to a person who tried to steal from you. Allegra, you're worth the effort. You're a good person.
It's all my fault.
I'm not. I'm terrible. Although she didn't seem receptive to the hug earlier, her arms reach up and wrap around me. At least you know when you lose your temper. Some people can't even do that. I guess you're right. Her voice is muffled against my chest. She's pretty cute like this, clinging to me for reassurance. I hit you pretty hard when we first met, though. I wasn't all nice to you when you tried to rob me. I was trying to rob you. I feel like your reaction in that moment was justified. I laugh at this. She must feel a little better to crack a joke. You hit pretty hard. I was shocked. I can pack a punch when I need to. Good. I like a woman who can protect herself. Oh, you do? You shouldn't say that to me. Why not? I'll start thinking... Never mind. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. We should probably get back to work. It's getting late. Opening time is in just a few minutes. Well, just send it back. If you don't need this much fabric, just send it the fuck back. Send it back. Since you're so caught up in my stealing, maybe we should send the fabric back. If you don't need all of it, it seems a bit dishonest. Oh. He didn't charge her for 50. He just charged her for 5. Then fucking keep it. I take it back. Keep the fabric. Are you gonna keep the extra fabric?
Yes.
Yeah, having extra doesn't hurt. Besides, they didn't charge me for the extra bolts. See, I thought that they charged her for all 50. Nah, they fucked up, man. They... Dishonest? Yeah, but, you know... Come on, we still have to open shop. What about the mess back here? Can't you still work?
Ugh.
If the company starts asking, I'll send some back, okay? No harm done. For now, I'll hold on to it. I have to prepare for something. Something about your personal life? Something about that phone call? Why do I keep bringing that up? Like, it obviously is not a nice subject for her. It just pisses her off. I'm hesitant to bring it up again, but Allegra doesn't react as badly.
No.
It's something for work. Can I have a hint? What is it? Can you give me a hint? Sure. You need fabric for it. Wow. Another hint. That would spoil the surprise. All right. I concede defeat. If it's a surprise, maybe it will be better that I don't try to prematurely riddle it out. Allegra laughs. It's a refreshing sound, and I'm pleased that she isn't dwelling on her behavior with the delivery guy. You know that I'll be trying to guess what it is, right? Don't think too much about it. She picks up a stack of clothes and hands them over.
Thanks.
Can you take these to the front? I tailored them for a customer. He should be coming by to pick them up. Got it. Is it Lucian? I take the clothes, bringing them out to the storefront, and stow them under the counter. After that is sorted, I unlock the door and switch our sign to open. Allegra's temper can be worrying, but she's a hard worker and is trying to improve herself. It's not as if she doesn't realize what she's saying. But rather than dwell on her outburst, I keep thinking about the adorable blush that coats her cheeks each time she's embarrassed. It struck me the first time I saw her, but Allegra is really beautiful. She's always striving to improve herself. That's more than what can be said of me. I used to sit in my room all day and sleep. If anyone isn't worth the effort, it's me. Today is a day off for both Allegra and myself, but she still called me to the shop, neglecting to mention why. Maybe we're moving some of those bolts into storage. The back room was so messy that it was hazardous. Someone might have tripped. But as I approach the shop, the door is locked and there aren't any lights inside. Allegra gave me a set of keys, so it isn't a problem. After she decided I was trustworthy enough to have keys, that is. A bit strange, though. I thought she would be waiting here at the door. Maybe she's working on a project and needs me to grab some supplies? Oh well, guess I'll find out shortly. Inside, I place my umbrella in a special rack near the door. The building appears empty, but I hear footsteps through the ceiling. Allegra, are you there? My voice rings through the shop, hopefully reaching upstairs. I can't see her anywhere on the first floor. I've never been to the upper floors of the building, but I think they're still a part of the shop. I shout her name up the stairway. I'm upstairs, come on up. I enter the room to find Allegra holding a stack of books. She's bent in a painful shape trying to support the weight of the stack. It occurs to me that although she's strong, Allegra is quite small. Let me help you with those.
Thanks.
No need, I've got it. I really need to keep things in better order. Look at this mess. How am I supposed to find a book in all these shelves? She heaves the books onto the table and the stack tumbles over. I probably shouldn't have tried to carry all those at once. Damn. She clicks her tongue, rubs her lower back, and grimaces.
Oy.
What am I, an old lady? I would have helped if you'd waited. You know the shop is flawless, as is the storage. You shouldn't worry about that. What are you doing up here anyway?
Yeah.
Gee, I wonder. Look at this bed and all these shelves. It's almost like this is someone's apartment. Okay, now she's being a smartass.
Ay, Dios mío.
I live above the shop. I thought that was obvious. Have you ever seen me leave the building? No, but I leave before you in the afternoon.
Yeah.
I guess that's true. Still, it should have been obvious when you came in. Anyway, we keep the shop and storage rooms organized, but my bookcases are a nightmare. Mama would lose her mind if she saw this place. I haven't looked through these books for so long. It took some time to dig them up. I stare at the front of the books. Most of them mention something about sewing, though some mention fabric varieties and patterns. As Allegra looks over the books, I notice her eyes twinkle with nostalgia? So, Cece, do you remember what I asked a while back? Teaching me to design? Because I guess she didn't ask me if she had a surprise. You said you would teach me to design. If things went well, at least. You remember, good.
Good job.
These are my old textbooks that I used to learn about fashion. I'm afraid I have no books about sewing, but that's okay. We can start slow. Allegra passes me some drawing paper and watches me with interest. I can't draw. So this is going to be interesting. There's already something on it. I drew the figure on it to make things easier on you. I didn't know if you could draw people.
Something wrong?
For all I know, your figures might come out like you've only ever seen people through a kaleidoscope. Yes. Doodle something you'd like to wear, or something you think looks nice on others. Get the juices flowing with a few relaxing scribbles. I don't have any ideas. Okay, let's break it down. What kind of outfit do you want to make? A dress?
Yes.
Good choice. What kind of cut? I don't know. What kind of body type do you want to dress? I don't know anything about that either. That gives us a starting point then. I should probably teach you about those kind of things before we move on. Allegra holds out one of my drawings, surveying the work. She had me doodle over and over, lecturing me on flattering clothing for different body shapes. This doesn't look too bad for a newbie. I'm glad it turned out okay. I think you have some talent. I'll lend you those books so you can keep practicing. She restacks the books and slides them over. Let's clean up, then we'll have some coffee and cake to celebrate. There's a cute cafe down the street. Want to go? My treat for a good noodle. A good noodle? I snicker at the remark. Can I get a gold star?
Good job.
Sure, you worked hard today. Allegra returns my laugh with a soft giggle. She was nervous about being a bad teacher and losing her temper, but Allegra was patient with me. Was it on my account? I don't think I was an extraordinary student. Maybe my company is helpful in itself. When I'm with her, she tries to keep her temper in check. Maybe I can change her, as cliche as it sounds. Very cliche. Yes.
Oy.
I need to make a phone call before we leave. Can you finish cleaning up? Sure, I'll wait here. She pulls out her phone and scurries off to another room. It's very faint, but I can hear pieces of the conversation. I try not to listen. Curiosity overpowers my sensibility. Just like before, Allegra's tone is grating. Whoever she's speaking with, it's evident she dislikes them. I know. I'm Trying. A few more days. I've been busy.
¿Qué?
I already told you that. Bye. So, Mateo, I'm assuming? I would be annoyed talking to him too. I tried to put the conversation from my mind. Last time I brought it up, Allegra was livid. I'm not stupid enough to repeat the same mistake. Allegra drinks a cappuccino across from me. Each time she raises the cup to her lips, her eyes flutter closed. She really enjoys coffee. We always have some back at the shop. When she sets her coffee down, her tongue peeks out and licks her lips. Cute. Allegra catches me staring as her gaze slid up to meet my eyes. I expect her to grow annoyed, but instead she blushes and turns away.
What?
What?
What do you want?
Is there something on my face? No, I was watching you drink your coffee, like a fucking weirdo. Well, quit staring, will you? Her head jerks down as if she wants to hide her expression. Her hands wrap around the porcelain cup, and she pulls it back to her lips. Compared to the cup, her hands are small, delicate. No wonder she sews so masterfully. You really like coffee, huh? I always see you drinking it. Isn't it a little unhealthy to drink it too often? How else am I supposed to finish my work? That's a good point. Take breaks and pace yourself? I prefer the coffee. What's your favorite coffee? What's your favorite kind of coffee? Her eyes shimmer in response to this question.
Cappuccino. It's best when you find someone who knows how to make it the right way. Steaming milk and hot, fresh espresso. I love watching people pour in the milk and... sorry.
I'm getting overexcited, right? Must be some damn good coffee. I don't mind. It's cute to hear you go on about it.
¿Qué?
What? She nearly spills her coffee into her lap.
Do you think this is a joke? Are you making fun of me? I'm not, okay.
I'm taken aback at her reaction. Even if she's in disbelief, I can see her temper rising. Of course not. I was serious. I think you're cute. Is it because I'm short? Huh?
Ugh.
Everyone talks down to me because I'm small, like some fragile little thing. I mean, I've mentioned it enough times to feel like that is a factor in it. Saying I'm cute. That's something you say to babies and puppies. It feels diminutive. I didn't mean to offend you or anything. I just meant that you're very pretty, and even prettier when you talk about things you like. Not. I think you are, even if you don't believe me. I expect her to argue with me once more, but instead she resumes sipping on her coffee. Okay. I take a sip of my own drink, smiling. I understand feeling embarrassed when receiving a compliment, especially when you're used to thinking poorly about yourself. My eyes scan over Allegra's form. I feel like I'm looking at a version of myself, one who remained alone and bitter, without anyone to talk to. She and I are quite similar, aren't we? That's what I said! We're just the same character. I think my designs have improved since our first lesson. Allegra encouraged me to try my hand at sewing a few of my creations. I failed miserably, to be plain. It's definitely much more difficult than I anticipated. How does she do this every day with such skill? Today, it's a quiet day at the shop. There haven't been very many customers, and I feel like I've rearranged the racks so often that I'm brain dead. A bell chimes as the door opens. A tall man comes in and looks around the racks. Not that I would judge a customer, but I don't think we carry his size. Maybe he's shopping for a friend? I can help him pick something nice out. Do we gift wrap here? Allegra should look into that. Can I be of assistance, sir, or are you just browsing? Yeah, you can help me. Am I about to get robbed? Is she about to get robbed? Again? Fucking knew it. He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a knife. By giving me all the money you got. What? What, are you stupid? Hard of hearing? You're being robbed. Fork over the cash. This guy is armed. It would be idiotic to try anything, but my mind flicks to Allegra in the back room. I won't let him hurt her. I have to distract him. Just have to keep quiet. Unfortunately, I hear the scrape of Allegra's chair. She must have heard the door chime. What was that? Nothing! Probably the cat knocking something over. The man comes closer. He reeks of alcohol and sweat. Give me the fucking money. I don't have time for this shit. Got a gambling debt to settle. I mean, Sergio will take your kneecaps. Gotta keep him talking. Buy some time. Maybe Allegra will have time to call the police if I can stall long enough. But, sir, you're on the wrong side of the counter. He raises an eyebrow in confusion, unable to comprehend. I'm standing on the side that receives money. The side you're standing on is the one where people hand it over. That's not the right thing to say. He holds the knife to my throat, his eyes peeling back my skin with drunken loathing. You're not in the position to be joking. I could kill you and take the money myself. So why do you even bother asking me to hand it over? Very glib for somebody with a knife to their throat. Before the man can fully turn around, Allegra hits him over the head with a folded, portable ironing board. He falls to the floor and the knife falls out of his hands. It slides across the floor. The ironing board is splattered with a few drops of blood. Oh shit! She hit him hard enough to make him bleed? Cece, get me his knife and something to tie him up with. We need to get him to the back room. Now it's body time. Now it's body time. She sounds furious. Enough so that I won't argue with her demands. I run to the back room, trying to find something for makeshift rope. We have plenty of ribbon, but I don't know if that's strong enough to hold him. There's little else to use. Hopefully it'll be okay until the police come. It's all we have. It'll have to do. When I return to the storefront, Allegra is sitting on the ironing board, which is resting on top of the man. He's still unconscious. There's a bloodstain on the floor. Flip the sign on the door over to closed. I hand her the ribbon and walk over to the door as she ties up the man. I flip the sign over and scan the floor for the knife. It slid under one of the racks, far away from where he was standing. Did you call the police?
No.
Not yet. Not ever. She's not going to do that. She's going to go throw him in the alleyway with the other faceless bodies.
Oy.
Help me move him. He's heavier than I thought. Okay. I walk over to her and survey the man. He's definitely unconscious, and his head wound doesn't look good. Even if he tried to rob us, he needs to be taken to a hospital. We can't leave him here to bleed. I'll take his head, you take his feet. Okay. We drag the man into the back room. He isn't bleeding so profusely that the blood is smeared everywhere, but there are a few drops on the floor, besides the little stain where he collapsed. Well, this is a fine mess. What is it about this place that looks so inviting to rob? Please don't be mad at me. I like my face where it is. I don't respond to her, knowing well enough that she has lumped my bad decisions with this man. We should call the police. In the least, he needs a doctor. Look at his head. But Allegra isn't listening. She has a far-off gaze staring down at the man. In her hand is a rotary cutter. Allegra, are you listening?
Yeah.
What did he say to you when he came in? I heard you talking. Not much. Something about gambling debts? He smells like shit. We should call someone to get him. Check his pockets to see if he has any contact information. Doesn't matter. I think I know where he came from. She glares down at him, her eyes blazing. Allegra, we need to do something. This is serious. The man begins to stir. Allegra holds one of her rotary cutters to his throat. What the fuck? Let me go, you crazy bitch! Allegra's face contorts in rage. Her voice shakes as she speaks.
What do you want?
You tried to rob my store. You pulled a knife on my friend. You can't even fathom the depth of the shit you're standing in. I stare at Allegra in horror. What if Allegra had done this to me? Did I narrowly escape a similar fate? I have to stop her before this gets out of hand. Nah, we gotta feed it to the Eldritch god in the alleyway. Homie's done for. The robber starts to struggle. The rotary cutter presses against his throat. A thin line of blood wells up. Fuck you, I'll fucking kill you. All I can hear is Mateo in this moment.
That's not allowed.
He struggles harder, thrashing around in his bindings. Apparently, he doesn't realize that his struggling is only causing more injury. I'll kill the both of you. Crazy bitch. I'll kill the both of you and dump you in the river. This threat is enough to make Allegra snap. Her expression turns icy calm as she slowly moves the cutter across his throat. Blood oozes out of the wound and spills over her hands. The man gurgles for a bit, trying to speak. He falls to the floor. His eyes dim, his body twitches. I can hardly watch. I'm frozen in place. He stops moving. Is he dead? My voice breaks and Allegra stares up at me. I can't read her face.
Yeah.
Fuck. She falls silent. After several minutes, when she finally gathers herself, her voice is unsteady. What do we do now? Well, we don't want our new girlfriend to go to prison. She's not gonna let us call the police. So, guess we just handle it. What do you need me to do? Allegra is quiet. It seems like she doesn't know how to respond, so I continue. We need to at least get rid of the bloodstains in the body. It'll be easier if he's in smaller pieces, right? We've planned this. We've planned this before. Maybe for the landlady. Like, fucking try to evict me, bitch. I'll chop your ass up. Can't believe I'm saying this. Do you think you can do that? Allegra gives me an odd look. I can't tell if she's surprised at me or shocked at her own behavior. I pray that it's the latter.
Yes.
Yeah, I can do that. I'll clean up the blood. Are you seriously helping me with this? Is this seriously endearing to you? Yes. My voice is small, but I muster my remaining strength to add conviction. I don't want you to go to jail. And I don't want to be next. If I help her with this, I might be safe. That's it. Allegra just needs to feel safe. What will we do with him? Bury the pieces somewhere? We could find a cemetery and bury him at night. Like, on top of another grave. I have seriously thought about this. Oh my God. Like, this is some fucking... There's no way that this is coming off the top of my head. There's no way that I'm like, I don't know. I've never thought about this before. How about we go take him to the cemetery and bury him on top of someone else's grave? Fucking who thinks of shit like this? This is some 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm pissed at somebody and I'm gonna take them down thinking, like... We've got some skeletons in our closet. I don't know. I've never had to deal with something like this. I've say. But am I telling the truth? Probably not. Allegra stares down at the man, still frozen in place. Allegra, we need to get to work. Quickly.
I'm okay.
Okay. It's okay. I'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. Her voice is just as uneasy as mine. We get to work on cleaning up the evidence. Nobody except the 2 of us will know, right? Well, 3 of us, because she's going to go take it to Mateo. All right, it's finally starting to heat up in this little retail simulator. I wonder if Allegra's going to take us to do the body disposal, or if that's a later on kind of thing. Like, will she trust us enough to go and take us to Mateo and the eldritch being and do the sacrifice, or... if she's just going to do it herself and I'm just going to be like, that was wild. Now we have a secret together and that's it. Also, I better fucking hope that I like this job and I like this girl, because there's no way in hell she's going to let me go anywhere after that. Like, bitch, you know my deepest, darkest secrets and I'm a crazy person. Where the fuck do you think you're going? Better have a seat and start making some damn dresses. Gonna turn into a sweatshop in here real quick. Remember, sometimes your actions aren't so nice when you're on the receiving end of them. And I'll see you later.